quarter. For more on that, let's go to David.
Mark, he got 5 stitches after he got a cut right above the lip, as you can see, when he went to block that shot from Shaquille O'Neal, but obviously back out on the court.
Kendrick Perkins, who is a very valuable guy defensively, who fights in the post, has long reach, good timing, and it's an interesting matchup with Shaquille O'Neal, who's now sitting down with Zydrunas Ilgauskas coming on, and Zydrunas figures to get more playing time in this series. Did not play much in the opening round series against Chicago.
And we also might see J.J. Hickson as well, even Leon Poe. Very deep roster and bench for these Cavaliers.
Shot clock running down. Down to 1. Parker, too late. 24-second violation. Basket will not count.
Well, great team defense by the Celtics, and one of the point of emphasis Doc Rivers was talking about, being able to chase the Cavaliers. This Cavaliers team is a very good three-point shooting team. One of their main weapons, you've got to be able to run the Cavs off that three-point line.
And they have not attempted a 3 to this point. Second in the NBA this season, right behind the Phoenix Suns in three-point percentage. They were 39% from downtown. Now here comes Michael Finley for Ray Allen.
Mo Williams, Delonte West, Anthony Parker, Jamario Moon, all huge contributions in that first-round series against the Chicago Bulls from long distance.
Rondo with a pretty pass to Rasheed Wallace. Rajon Rondo with a nice setup. And the Cavs are down by 6. They double up on James. Tip missed by Varejao. Crowd getting a little anxious. It's very early. 1 minute remaining in this opening quarter. And the Celtics have a 6-point lead. And as Rondo flipped it back the other way to Allen, a foul is called on the Cavaliers.
Rondo in this first period has done an unbelievable job of attacking the paint area and finding his teammates. They're getting fouled, going to the free throw line, and this is another player who has really improved his free throw shooting during this postseason.
Ilgauskas on the foul, and Rondo, who has 5 assists already in this opening quarter, will shoot 2. A programming reminder, TNT in June. It's a new season and a new reason to get more leverage. The Leverage 2-hour season premiere event, Sunday, June 20th, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, only on TNT.
Well, you've got the Celtics shooting 50% and the Cavaliers only shooting 28% here in this first period. LeBron James, 1 of 4 from the field, looking very uncomfortable with that right elbow.
Cavaliers just 5 of 18 shooting, trailing by 8. Jamario Moon now has checked in. A lot of shuffling here at the start by head coach Mike Brown. The ball knocked away by Rondo, recovered by Moon, who fires for 3. Remember, Jamario Moon has a hot hand in the opening round series against Chicago, particularly from three-point range. He had 4 in 1 game. Miscommunication, and Rondo's pass went sailing into the Boston bench.
Rondo has to get that ball up on the glass right there. You had rebounding opportunities with Kendrick Perkins and Rasheed Wallace. Again, you don't jump to pass, you jump to shoot.
About a 5-second differential as this first quarter winds down. James going at Allen. Looks like Perkins got a piece of it. Recaptured by LeBron. Now they can play it out. Well, James changed his mind and he's fouled by Wallace.
All about closing quarters correctly. You always hear Doug Collins talking about that. The Celtics had an opportunity here to be anywhere up from 7 to 9 points, but this is how you not close a quarter. And there's LeBron James again. Very uncomfortable using that right arm. Comes up with the steal here, and good foul here by Rasheed Wallace, sending LeBron to the free throw line.
Playing through that strained right elbow and a bone bruise. All of this causing, as he says, there's been pain and numbness in his forearm. Says the elbow has been troubling him for several weeks. And as you know, Reggie, LeBron is ambidextrous. He can drive, he can dribble, he can create with either hand, writes with his left hand, but does not normally shoot free throws with the left hand. as he did back in Game 5. The Cavaliers say there are no plans for surgery after the season is over. And LeBron is receiving routine treatment for joint injuries, and he'll undergo a follow-up MRI. Cavs say sometime next week to see how that injury is healing.
I guarantee you this, we talked about players trying to come out and actually go after that elbow. It's on the radar of the Celtics, but they're going to play through it, and they're going to test that elbow.
Oh, you're changing your mind.
No, I'm not changing my mind, but it's on.
Rondo hits the three with 1/10 of a second remaining. 9 points, 5 assists, only 1 turnover for Rondo. We'll get back to that. We'll also have a conversation with Doc Rivers. David Aldridge with Doc after this. So you want to see some hat trick play.
For the Coach's Corner, presented by Ford. Doc Rivers, obviously Rajon Rondo, key to controlling tempo. How do you think he did in the first quarter?
Did really well. I actually thought we could have pushed the ball up a couple more times, but I'll live with it. And offensively, if we make the next pass, we'll be good.
Defensively, you obviously want to chase them off the three-point line. How do you think you guys did in the first quarter, and what adjustments do you expect them to make?
Well, they're going to keep looking for them, that's for sure. And we just got to keep doing what we're doing. We're happy where we're at.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks.
Well, the Celtics started 6 for 16 from the field and then hit 5 in a row, so they go 11 of 21 in the first quarter. And Cleveland just 6 for 20. They have that 1-3 right at the end of the quarter by Jamario Moore. And a foul on O'Neal, who starts out the second quarter for Shaq. That's his second.
Well, I really love the aggressive nature that Rondo has taken in this game here. He's taken it straight to the body of the big fella, and the block was clean, but it was the body that got him down low, which is going to send Rondo to the free throw line. 9 points, 5 assists already early on in this first half.
You mentioned earlier that Rondo has really improved at the line. He shot 62% during the regular season. We were talking about this with Doc Rivers, who said, but he came on toward the end of the season. In the playoffs, he has hit 17 of 20, now 18 of 21 at the line. Now, last summer, he did work with one of the great free throw shooters of all time, Mark Price, who has kept in touch with Rondo during the course of the season.
Well, Mark Price, one of the former great Cavalier guards here, working with the Boston Celtics to improve his free throw shooting. I wonder how that's going over with the faithful here.
I don't think they know.
They know now.
Let's check in with David.
You mentioned that Mark Price, shooting coach for the Atlanta Hawks, he said he could not work with Rondo during the regular season, obviously because he's under contract with the Hawks. But he said when he saw him on TV, he thought he was keeping his arm in a little bit more consistently, and that was the big thing, keep the elbow in. But Price said he still lets it slip out from time to time, which you could expect from a guy who shot better than 90% career from the line, one of the great free throw shooters of all time, Mark.
All right, David. Foul on Wallace. Anthony Parker and Delonte West in the backcourt. Anderson Varejao, Jamario Moore, and Shaquille O'Neal on the front line. Here's Shaq trying to get position and has not been able to find the range. 0 for 4 from the field.
Perkins is doing an excellent job of bodying Shaquille O'Neal, if you want to call it that.
And a reach-in foul as O'Neal and Moon doubled up. And the question is it in the act?
Well, what else would he have been doing? I think they're going to give him 2 free throws here as he splits the double team. And that's a good call there by Eddie Rush. Looked like he was going to shoot that basketball.
Shaq picked up his third and takes a seat.
Well, we thought this was going to be a favorable series going against the slower and lumbering Kendrick Perkins. Remember, Joakim Noah was so active in that first round series for the Cavaliers. J.J. Hickson is going to get his first look. But Shaq, 3 fouls. Probably done for the rest of the half.
J.J. Hickson out of the rotation in the previous series, only making cameos, but in Game 5, did return to the mix. 10 points for J.J. Got some more playing time due to the foul trouble of the Cavaliers. National coverage of the NBA playoffs continues tomorrow on ABC. Game 7 between the Bucks and the Hawks, followed by Game 1 of the Jazz and the Lakers. Lakers squeaking by the Oklahoma City Thunder. What a run by Scott Brooks and the Thunder. Then Monday on TNT Game 2 in this series, we'll be with you from Cleveland, Celtics and Cavaliers, followed by Game 1 of the Spurs and the Suns.